Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying the left side. There he goes. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Out of the shotgun on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll try the run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Tulane right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Power football with the run. Breaks the tackle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Jolly.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds his man down the middle. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Greenway! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Direct snap. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and still on his feet. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Past the first down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The brigade celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At the 40, there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty pumped.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First period will be a second down. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Snap to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, midshipman. The Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. On the run, it's Jolly. He breaks a tackle. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hubbard. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Tulane right back to the line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Hubbard. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Jolly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. They will score! Touchdown, Tulane! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Navy offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, running back gets the give. He has the first and still on his feet. Open field on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
I mean, what a huge gain for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through it. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he wants it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll give it to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. They'll go right back to it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the handoff, it's Jolly. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Tulane right back to the line. Wants to throw on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Tulane looking for the 4th down conversion here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The give to the single back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And on that out route 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quickly complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this. And really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yeoman Stadium.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got...
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always... force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 36 to Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be... on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go with a direct snap. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give to the tailback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Navy will have to punt it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line.
He's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Navy will go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Fires to the big fella. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Quick handoff. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. On the run, it's Gordon. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Give the defense credit. They had the perfect play call on for that bubble screen. There were defenders surrounding the ball carrier. He had absolutely nowhere to go, and they generate a huge negative play.
The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle, it's Hubbard. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And here comes the Navy offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking for room. It's Lee. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play, and if you want to do that. My goal now is, with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can...
Breaks away on the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Leaves it with the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Brought down at the 27, it's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And wings it incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Navy will go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Good enough for a 1st down.
And it's another 1st and 10 play. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This is
picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Navy offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Soft spot in the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.